Hey, it's Smalls here to bring you guys Chapter 19 of Dragon Ball Super's manga review. Now, for anyone familiar with the anime, obviously things are going a bit different, but for those not, which are pretty much almost none of you, if none of you completely, this is going to be completely new for those few people, but as it seems that Toyotarou is going to be taking a route which is, a lot more rushed, sadly, but it's taking a different route than the anime. For example, the anime had Goku fight Goku Black a total of 3 different times, with the third one culminating in the, spoilers for non-anime watchers, birth of merged Zamasu. And speaking of the, identity of Goku Black, there's no mystery this time. There's just, you are Zamasu who took my body. On the other hand, it feels like the mystery is more on Goku Black's half, because of him not chasing Trunks and finding out exactly where he went, he actually has no idea where this Goku and Vegeta came from, and he's actually the one caught off guard by their, inclusion. So, on his side, he says, wait, these two should have been dead already. Now, he, of course, came from another offshoot of their timeline, which Vegeta actually states, saying that he's come from a timeline just at least a tad bit, or at least a significant amount before Goku's, current. So he, at least clears that much for Goku Black. But at the same time, Black still doesn't know exactly how powerful they are until Vegeta literally beats the answer into him and almost finishes him off with the final flash. But before we get to that, it's also that fight is taking place parallel to Beerus confronting our timeline Zamasu, which, as those know in the anime, does not go well for Zamasu, or at least that version of him. So, before anyone gets too confused, there are, or at least up to the point before the end of this chapter, 2 Zamasus. Now, some people might think that's the same exact Zamasu, being the Zamasu that gets destroyed by Beerus in the main timeline, who is more or less the same Zamasu that currently inhabits Goku Black's body. But because of, what'll eventually be described as influence from the Time Ring, we know that Goku Black's not going to disappear just because that timeline Zamasu disappeared. If anything, Beerus destroying Zamasu made an offshoot timeline. There's a lot of timeline manipulation in the arc in general, so keep that in mind. But at least the initial paradox of, Zamasu's, origins were at least cleared up while Toyotarou had control over how long he wanted to take. But with the anime speeding things up and going into a new arc next year, Toyotarou does have to keep on to the promise he made of surpassing the anime at some point soon, which, of course, would have to happen by him finishing the Trunks arc. So pacing is not much of an option. So, like I said before, the 3 fights are merged into one. Our timeline Zamasu is already dead. And, conversely, here's the biggest issue. Well, not issue, but if anything, it's more true to Toriyama's outline. As, well, at least I'm hoping it is. I don't know. But, regardless, we have Goku Black not using Rose yet. The anime used just Rose as his only transformation, but it seems in the manga, Toyotarou also has him go into Super Saiyan. So, yeah, he can go more, but he can't go to Rose yet. Or rather, he can't go Super Saiyan Blue yet, which is what Rose is. Rose is more or less a disfigured version of Super Saiyan Blue. It is not his only transformation per se, but it is what it is. Plus, if you have such a powerful transformation, why go Super Saiyan in the first place? I mean, other than to warm up like Goku and Vegeta usually do. But This is a villain. He doesn't have the same exact motives as he does. They do. Although the Saiyan blood will probably at some point, just like the anime counterpart, interfere with his choice of decisions. Regardless, he is going Super Saiyan and staying Super Saiyan solely because he cannot go blue. So when it comes down to him basically getting his ass handed to him by Vegeta and nearly getting finished off by a final flash, thankfully future Zamasu saves him. Now this goes back to what I just said a few minutes ago about there being multiple Zamasus. There's the one that Beerus just destroyed, the more or less same or similar Zamasu off of that branched out timeline, who is in Goku Black, and the third, which is the Zamasu of Trunks' timeline. Because you have to remember, it does make sense for the Zamasu inside of Goku Black to be separate from the Zamasu in Trunks' timeline. Of course, it also makes sense that he would want to fillet his ego and see if that timeline's version of him feels the same, which it does. He does. So, you know, that's the cherry on the sundae for that one. But no, it seems that Toyotarou is taking a slightly different route, as in, first of all, we get to see more of Zamasu's abilities, in a sense, because in the anime we just were shown his fighting abilities. Today, we got to see him, in this chapter, not today. Well, I read the chapter today. We got to see him heal Goku Black. And he says we're getting closer to that body. Now here's the thing. The body of Goku that Black is in has now been strengthened with a Zenkai boost, more or less. So, yeah, getting closer to that perfect form seems like it's coming soon. Now, as for what the next chapter will entail, I can't be entirely sure versus like the anime's plot, but I seriously doubt we're not going to get, merged Zamasu, and I also doubt we're not going to get Vegito. So, I wouldn't say we'd get Vegito next month, but I think that maybe at the very end of next month's chapter, that could be a thing. We will probably get merged Zamasu at the end of next month's chapter. I also like how Trunks had a little bit of a foreboding sense that there was something off about how easily they were defeating Goku Black, and how easily Goku decided to, fall into that. That being said, I'm thinking of one plot point that is more or less probably going to be crossed out now, and that is the Mafuba plot point. Now, I did like the plot point in the anime because it showed, a connection back to, the old roots. But then again, there were a lot of things that, gave us those Dragon Ball fan feels, such as the moment with 18 and Trunks, and moments with Trunks and adult Gohan. Actually, I don't think we've seen adult Gohan. Period. So, yeah, a lot of things have had to be cut, but that's the way Toyotarou takes it versus the anime. The anime more likes us to go into our feels and then hit us with a bunch of paradoxes and crap that most fans complain about for long periods of times, like how many of us, even I, still can't wrap our heads around the ending of the Future Trunks arc. So it goes to say that, Toyotarou cuts out the feels, but at least gives us a satisfying story, more or less. Sadly, the pacing, which is not his fault, is, what brings this chapter down, and might bring the arc down to a point where overall it might just be only marginally more enjoyable than the actual anime, arc of it. Because in the end, the pacing will cut what Toyotarou's main strength is, which is a story. So, in the end, what else does Toyotarou really have to give? His take, at most. And his take will be amazing. I'm not saying it, will be terrible. It'll be amazing. But the pacing will cut our enjoyment down considerably. So what do you guys think about the pacing issues or the Super Saiyan issue? How many of you guys think we'll see Super Saiyan Rose or maybe even merge Zamasu next chapter? tell me all of your comments and, ideas down below. In the comments below. Tell me. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say. If you guys like this video, which hopefully you did, I kind of stuttered a lot. But, if you like it, or at least like me and my effort, and my love for Dragon Ball, which I probably didn't show as much, give this video a like. If you just think I'm too much of an amateur, leave a dislike, or give me a chance to give me a like. I don't care. But please tell me what you guys think of the chapter as a whole in the comments down below. Something I want us as a community to do more is engage more. So let's get discussing. I know I've gotten it more successfully with the Attack on Titan fans in my Attack on Titan videos. And with, the popularity of these ones being just slightly behind, I want the engagement to increase too. So please do share your thoughts. Not on me, on the chapter. If you want it on me too, fine. But on the chapter. Let's talk about the chapter and see where that goes. So, once again, thank you guys for watching. This has been Smalls. This is my channel, Black94. That being said, check out the Attack on Titan stuff if you like that as well. I'll have a few news videos for Super, for Attack on Titan, and One Piece. So check all of that out. And I also have gaming videos if that interests you. Mainly Dragon Ball Xenoverse is the more popular one recently. Of course, Attack on Titan as well. So check all of that out. And hopefully I have, some more I have more shit for you guys, period. And as of past Dragon Ball Super reviews, I have a lot of different ones, except for last month's because of Thanksgiving break. But thankfully, the Christmas break will be a lot simpler, a lot easier. Although I won't have as much time to record, so many things will just be pre-recorded and edited. Xenoverse 2 gameplay. But I will have a few collabs here and there, especially a Resident Evil 7 teaser demo gameplay, which I'll be doing with my fellow friend and YouTuber Skeptile227. Check his channel out as well. We do some good shit together. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed me, and I have been rambling again too long. See you guys next time. Thank you for listening to my rambling.